Most people fall into a terrible financial trap. You either blindly buy Bitcoin from pure hype or blindly avoid it from pure fear. Both paths lead to you getting pulled under. You must escape this cycle to protect your capital. Let us walk through a very common story. The year is 2017. Your friend buys Bitcoin at $8,000. They tell you to buy some too. You think it is a joke. Fast forward to the year 2021. Bitcoin hits $69,000. Your friend made 8 times their money. You made absolutely nothing during that run. Then the year 2022 arrives. Bitcoin price crashes to $16,000. Your friend loses almost all of those gains. Now you think you were right all along. But then 2024 hits. Bitcoin crosses the $100,000 mark. Your friend is ahead again. You still have no idea what to think. This cycle of indecision is destroying your potential. You face a brutal dilemma right now. You fear buying a system you do not understand. But you also fear missing out on significant financial returns. I will give you a brutally honest breakdown today. You will get a strict, logical decision framework to know exactly if you should buy. Making financial decisions based on emotional hype is dangerous. It is the fastest way to lose your hard-earned money. Making decisions based on pure fear is equally bad. It guarantees you will stay stuck in the middle class. You need facts to make a real decision. Let us examine how this asset actually works. Bitcoin was born directly from a global disaster. The year was 2008. The financial crisis destroyed the lives of ordinary people. Banks collapsed across the entire world. Governments printed trillions of new dollars to save them. You and your family paid the price for their failure. In 2009, an anonymous person named Satoshi Nakamoto acted. They engineered money that cannot be printed by anyone. This money cannot be manipulated by any government entity. It cannot be used to bail out failing banks. It belongs solely to the users. This was a direct reaction to institutional failure. Compare this to the money in your wallet. The US dollar is controlled by state authorities. They dictate how much money exists in the system. They can inflate your purchasing power away at will. Centralized control is the foundation of traditional fiat currency. You have no control over your currency. Bitcoin is pure digital money. It runs on a technology called the blockchain. Think of blockchain as a giant public notebook. Every single transaction ever made is written inside it. Anyone can read the notebook at any time. Nobody can ever change the entries. Nobody can fake the math. It permanently cements every transaction. No single entity controls this massive digital network. No bank can stop your transactions. No government can freeze your wallet. No CEO can print more coins. This means the network cannot be shut down. It operates 24 hours without any middleman. Total decentralization is the foundation of this entire system. It provides potential for incredible long-term value. However, it also creates a terrifying short-term risk. There is no customer service line for Bitcoin. You are entirely responsible for your own money. Let us look at why people are buying. The primary driver of Bitcoin value is hard-coded scarcity. Only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. That number is written into the permanent code. It can never be increased by any human being. Contrast this with the infinite supply of paper dollars. Scarcity is what makes an asset hold value. Governments have printed trillions of dollars since 2020. This makes every dollar you earn worth less. This is the hidden tax of inflation. Bitcoin was designed to hedge against this devaluation. More demand for a fixed supply equals higher prices. It functions as a form of digital gold. Look at the objective historical performance data. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the last decade. $1,000 invested in 2013 is worth millions today. This remains true even with the massive crashes. No other asset class comes close to these returns. It has outperformed stocks, bonds, and real estate. There is a massive catch to these numbers. Long-term holders only win if they hold for years. Specifically, you must hold for a 4-year minimum. Every single 4-year period in Bitcoin history has been positive. Short-term thinking is exactly how you lose your money here. Total patience is a strict requirement for success. Trillions in institutional capital are now moving into Bitcoin. BlackRock launched a Bitcoin ETF. MicroStrategy now holds over $40 billion in Bitcoin. The United States government holds multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin reserves. Major entities treat Bitcoin as a permanent asset class. It is a standard part of finance. Bitcoin provides a financial escape hatch for millions. People in countries with hyperinflation use it to survive. Residents of Turkey, Argentina, and Nigeria use Bitcoin daily. It allows them to bypass their own failing currencies. This is real-world utility for people in desperate situations. It provides a way to store wealth safely. Bitcoin has matured into a legitimate global macro asset. Hard-coded scarcity and massive institutional adoption have changed the landscape. It is now a tool used for professional asset allocation. Many experts believe it is a required part of a portfolio. But you must understand the brutal risks first. This chart shows the brutal reality of Bitcoin volatility. Look at these massive red warning zones. Bitcoin dropped 85% in 2018. It dropped 77% in 2022. It plummeted 50% in one single month. If you invested $10,000, it became $2,000. Why do these violent price swings happen? Its value is based entirely on collective human belief. When that belief drops, the price drops with it. Bitcoin has no underlying corporate earnings. It pays you no dividends. It owns no physical land or buildings. This is a very real risk. Consider the absolute finality of a single mistake. If you lose your private keys, you are done. Your Bitcoin is gone forever. There is no forgot password button in this system. No bank manager can help you recover your funds. Lockout is permanent and completely irreversible. This is a staggering financial reality. Over $140 billion in Bitcoin is lost. People forgot their passwords or lost their hard drives. This does not happen with traditional bank accounts. One moment of carelessness can wipe you out completely. You must be your own security guard. You also face significant regulatory risk. Governments can restrict or ban Bitcoin at any time. China banned it and the price dropped 50%. Future U.S. regulations could cause similar price crashes. This adds a layer of risk traditional assets do not have. You must be prepared for political interference. Let us look at the math of panic. An investor buys $5,000 at a market high. Bitcoin drops 60% in a single month. Their account now shows only $2,000. They panic and sell at the very bottom. They have just locked in a permanent financial loss. This happens to the majority of retail buyers. Compare this to traditional banking systems. In a bank, your passwords can be easily reset. Your deposits are insured against institutional failure by the government. If your bank collapses, you get your money back. Bitcoin offers you absolutely no such safety net. It is you against the world. The trade-off for massive upside is total personal responsibility. You must have immense emotional fortitude to survive this. Without a plan, the volatility will destroy your mental health. You must decide if you can handle the pressure. Let us look at the framework for buying. We will now use a strict decision tree. This is your personal evaluation framework. It is designed to filter out the unprepared. If you fail this test, you are not ready. Be brutally honest with yourself right now. Do not skip these steps. The first requirement is a fully funded emergency reserve. Do you have 3 to 6 months of cash saved? This money must be in a safe bank account. It is for emergencies like job loss or medical bills. If your answer is no, stop right here. Your foundation is too weak for Bitcoin. The second requirement is clearing your debt. Is all your high-interest consumer debt completely gone? I am talking about credit mounted on cards and personal loans. High-interest debt will destroy your wealth faster than Bitcoin. If you have debt, you are not an investor. You are a debtor. Fix that first. The third requirement is a boring investment history. Are you already consistently investing in traditional index funds? You need a stable financial base before taking risks. Bitcoin is a highly speculative asset. Speculation must always be the very last step. It is never the first step. Bypassing these steps is an act of desperation. It means you are investing money you cannot lose. They gamble their rent money on a volatile asset. Then they blame the asset when they fail. Do not be that person. If your answer to any question was no, stop. Buying Bitcoin right now is a systemic risk to your life. It is a dangerous gamble, not a logical investment. Fix your foundation before you buy a single coin. I am being brutal because I want you to win. If you passed the foundation test, listen closely. We have one final, non-negotiable rule. Can you commit to a strict 4-year holding period? Bitcoin requires a very long time horizon to work. If you cannot commit, do not buy. Do you need this money in 1 or 2 years? If the answer is yes, walk away now. Needing the capital soon transforms your purchase into a gamble. Cyclical crashes will eventually force you to sell at a loss. Bitcoin is a tool for long-term wealth only. Now we must discuss strict allocation limits. You must cap your Bitcoin exposure at a specific percentage. I recommend a maximum of 5 to 10%. This means if you have $20,000, invest $2,000. Never put 50 or 80% into this asset. Keep your risk manageable. Do not make a massive lump sum purchase during a rally. Hype buying is a common mistake that destroys wealth. Use a strategy called dollar cost averaging instead. This means buying the same amount every single month. Stay consistent regardless of the current price. This strategy mathematically neutralizes your fear and greed. You stop worrying about the perfect time to buy. If the price drops, your fixed amount buys more Bitcoin. If the price rises, your existing portfolio increases in value. This removes emotion from the entire process. Where should you actually buy your Bitcoin? Use highly regulated U.S. exchanges to minimize platform risk. Coinbase is the most beginner-friendly option available. Kraken offers lower fees for more experienced users. Fidelity is a great choice for traditional investors. Never use unknown or unregulated platforms. The emotional buyer checks the price 10 times a day. They panic during every dip and lose their capital. The disciplined portfolio optimizer buys automatically every month. They never check the daily price charts. They hold through the noise and they win. Treat Bitcoin as a high-risk, high-reward optimization layer. It belongs strictly in a small corner of a solid portfolio. This asset only works if your financial base is already strong. Take responsibility for your strategy and your future. Do you currently own any Bitcoin? Yes, no, or are you still thinking about it? Drop your answer in the comments below. No judgment either way. Next, watch my video on beginner crypto mistakes. Watch it before you buy anything. Stay brutal.